Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just gonna do like a quick little update on the project. I really didn't get to work on it this last 2 weeks. I had issues with my own vehicles, with the brakes, as I've been posting. That's why I haven't had a chance to do any work on my my friend's project truck. But we did get the 351 here. This is the motor that is going to be going into this truck, and this is an EFI motor. It is a roller motor, which means that it's also got the pedestal style rocker arms, and we're going to be converting this one from EFI to carbureted, but we may just put a self-tuning EFI on there. We'll just have to look for a pretty good deal. I know in the last video I mentioned that I might start an Amazon account. I have, but there's a couple issues with it. It looks like I'm gonna have to have a certain amount of followers before I can start a storefront, so that I can link it to my videos, so that I can help you all save some money finding parts on the Amazon store. And speaking of Amazon, I bought for this project a intake manifold, an aluminum intake manifold for this 351 off of Amazon. It got here a couple days ago. It took a little over a week to get here, but I got it. And what we're gonna do for this video, so we're gonna see what the quality is like and see if this is gonna work for us or if I need to return it. So let's go ahead and unbox this. By the way, one of the reasons why I went with this, I'm trying this out, is this was only 150 bucks on Amazon. This one is specific for a 351 Windsor. They have barely styrofoam on there to protect it. In tracking this, what I did see was that it showed up in Katy over in the Houston area, so I'm gonna guess that this is a China part, that it's a knockoff part off of Edelbrock or whichever brand, and it came over from China. Probably flew into Katy, and then from Katy it came over down here to where I'm at in South Texas. So it's fairly light. I'm sure it's lighter than the stock intake manifold. We got a plastic bag and another barely any protection there. So here's what it looks like. This is where your thermostat will go. You have your several water ports here. Here, vacuum port, some mounting, another water jacket port here. The machine surface looks okay. It'll probably seal up pretty good. I don't have gaskets with me right now. I still need to order gaskets, but it's light. I would guess 20-ish pounds. I'll look it up in the description. nice thick wall. Same here. That should make for a good ceiling. It is cast aluminum. You can see that, you know, it's not perfect, but it's not perfect, but sometimes you want a little bit of texture in there anyways to kind of promote the atomization. I tend to watch a lot of engine masters, and I also tend to watch Richard Holdner a lot. And from a lot of the testing that I've seen them do, I would have preferred that this had like that little notch there to promote better mixture. But a spacer will do the same thing, 1/2 inch spacer. So I'll probably get a 1/2 inch spacer there. I am seeing right here. I'll zoom in on it. But right here, it looks like there's a little imperfection. You can catch it with your fingernail a little bit. So I'll have to pay close attention to that when I'm installing it. When I'm installing the carburetor, I have to pay close attention to that. Maybe just put something there, or make sure I use a nice thick gasket and just smash it down pretty good. Hopefully it's not a case where it might create a vacuum leak and cause issues. Other than this one imperfection, it looks pretty decent. I think it'll do okay. We'll see if we can overcome this obstacle right here, but the rest of it seems good. We'll see if it makes horsepower, that's for sure. So, nothing to it but to do it, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 holes on each mounting holes, which matches that. So, okay. Let me put it back, because it might be a little bit before I get to do it. But that's the intake manifold. I think it's worth trying out. I know there's been other YouTubers that have bought the same one, posted it. They say it works fine. That's another one of the things that I want to do with this channel, is I want to show frugal ways to be able to still make horsepower and everything. So, but yeah, want to take a tour of the engine. That's my new camera stand there. Oh. Okay. So this is the engine that came out of my, I had a 94 F250. It had this engine in it. It's a 351 Windsor EFI. When I got this truck, I got it on a deal where I traded a motorcycle that I had I traded that motorcycle for this the truck that this was in, and the guy was actually only asking like I think it was like $1,500 for the whole truck. But it had some problems that he couldn't figure out, and this was at a used car lot. So I traded it to him. I knew I could figure out what was going on. When I was driving the truck, it was sluggish. It didn't have a lot of power. It wouldn't go over 40 miles an hour. And I know, being limited to 40 miles an hour isn't fun. So most of the time when you think of something that is restricting power, you're looking at fuel and you're looking at air coming in, or even spark. So naturally, that's what a lot of people tend to think of. But there's the flip side of it. Say everything's fine, air going in, and an engine's a pump. So if the exhaust on the engine is restricted, if the exhaust on the engine is restricted, that's going to limit how much air the engine can actually pull in. It hurts the scavenging effect. It kind of makes it like the engine is constipated, or if another way to look at it too is like if you have a cold and your nose is stuffy, you can't breathe. Well, what I ended up doing was I ended up cutting the catalytic converter out of it, and then I took it for a test drive after that. Man, this engine ran beautiful after that. So I already know this is a good used block. I'm hoping that it's going to make decent power. From everything that I've seen online, it's probably going to make somewhere about between like 240 to 250 horsepower. Maybe less with all these accessories on there. But that's still going to be a significant power gain to the 300 that was in there that almost killed me. So yeah, because that 300 probably only made like 100 horsepower. It was rather quite sad. So we're going to be mating this engine to this transmission here soon. What I need to do next what I need to do next is clean up in here, clean out all that gunk so we have a good surface to start off with. Get that pipe out of the way. But clean all that up. I got some where'd it go? Oh, right here. I already have this from a different project. I'm gonna use this to kind of clean up the some of that rust that's there, make it look a little bit better. We're probably gonna be doing a adding the we're probably going to be I'm probably going to go ahead and install a brake booster on there. We're going to clean up the wiring, clean up a bunch of stuff, make this look good. And what we're also going to end up doing too, as I'm cleaning this up and I'm going to get this painted too, we're going to end up going with the excuse me. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up color matching, or at least trying to get it close, color matching the engine block to the truck, this nice red color. So it's not gonna go Ford blue. We're gonna end up painting it this nice red color. We're probably gonna end up having to fix, like you see here, there's a missing bolt. We'll see if there's a stud broken in there. There's another one on the other side. On this EFI motors, any exhaust leak also will hurt your fuel economy and hurt your performance. And depending on how long you let it go, it could be catastrophic. So, but yeah, what I'm gonna do is blow this whole thing apart, blow it apart, replace a bunch of gaskets, paint it, replace gaskets, and clean that. Also, maybe paint it, don't know yet. Clean it up, put fresh fluids and everything, and then get it installed after I clean up this truck. So that's gonna do it for this video, at least for this week. I'm looking at maybe posting every other week. If you want to follow this build of me putting this 351 AOD combination into this 79 Ford F100, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll be sure to keep posting content and keep you guys updated with what's going on. And y'all have a good one. Be blessed.